All right, let me know when you're ready. All good? All right. This afternoon, the CCC have handed down an investigation report into the allegations of disclosure of confidential information at the Office of the Integrity Commissioner. This investigation sets the record straight, and Queenslanders deserve to know the truth about this matter. The CCC has found, without any doubt, that there was no so-called seizure of a laptop from the Integrity Commissioner's office, there was no wiping of information that was out of the ordinary, and no laptop was seized. This is a report which finds that everything that happened in relation to this matter was wholly unremarkable. In fact, let me just quote from the report. The CCC found there was no evidence of improper disclosure. The circumstances in which the laptops were retrieved from the Integrity Commissioner's office were entirely ordinary, and the description of raid and seizure do not reflect the reality of what occurred. Further, the circumstances in which one laptop was so-called wiped are wholly unremarkable. The report goes on to say that a failure to correct the confusion and misinformation around these events may continue to erode public confidence. 4 months, the LNP stood up and misled Queenslanders. The Leader of the Opposition, Fiona Simpson, Tim Nicholls, Jared Blay, they all have to apologise today for misleading Queenslanders. They were absolutely untruthful about what happened here. They cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted on integrity. This just shows they are more interested in scoring cheap political points than the facts, more interested in fear-mongering than the facts, and they absolutely need to apologise to Queenslanders today. The CCC report handed down today effectively is a rain bomb on David Crisafulli's so-called integrity inferno. They absolutely must stand up today and apologise to Queenslanders. And this comes on top of the Leader of the Opposition saying last week that he would support 5-year terms for the CCC chair, and his LNP members refusing to give 5 years for the CCC chair. It comes on top of the Premier announcing that our front bench would not take part in big business cash for access fundraising events and called on the LNP to do the same, and on Friday afternoon the LNP have refused. This report today unequivocally shows that what happened here was entirely ordinary and that the LNP must apologise today.
The Integrity Commissioner made the complaint about the do you think she should apologise?
I think it was the LNP that stood up every day. We're on social media every day, hashtag what's on the laptop. Well, we know today what's on the laptop. Entirely ordinary material that was backed up by government services. This is an entirely ordinary event, and the LNP, day after day, misled Queenslanders.
Doesn't this prove there's some sort of breakdown in the relationship between the Integrity Commission and the Public Service Commission?
Look, as the CCC says, there are some recommendations from Kevin Yearbury's review about how the Integrity Commissioner's office should be resourced. Government is considering those recommendations. But clearly, the CCC today have said a failure to correct the record on this will continue to erode the public's confidence in our institutions, and that is why David Crisafulli must apologise.
Do you think the state government's got, some responsibility for this problem and that they allowed it to fester by ignoring repeated calls and report findings to fix the governance structure of the Integrity Commissioner and make her office more independent?
What I think has happened is that the government has absolutely followed the proper process, and that is to let the corruption watchdog do its job and release its findings so that Queenslanders can know the facts. The LNP, on the other hand, has stood up every day and lied to Queenslanders, and they must apologise. Look, as the CCC said, this was entirely ordinary. The laptop was given to another public servant All the information was retained. This was entirely ordinary. And again, the misinformation that has been given to Queenslanders is astounding. The LNP, they've attacked public servants, they've attacked ministerial staff, they've attacked ministers and the Premier, and now we see the facts. They absolutely have to correct the record and they have to apologise. Thanks.